Hi, everyone, and thanks for being with me. I am absolutely appalled at the degree of political hatred that's being expressed towards Anthony Albanese at this particular time in relation to anti Semitism here in Australia. And I'm particularly appalled by Sky News, as I always am, for those people that watch my channel, because I find their attacks on Albanese at a time when we should be trying to reach some sort of sense of solidarity around hate speech in Australia. And they're just expressing more and more hate of him. Now, I would argue whichever side this is coming from, it would be wrong. If people were expressing hate towards Dutton for him simply not turning up when he should have to an event or whatever, as they're criticising Albanese that he didn't do last weekend because he was supposedly playing tennis or whatever, I would be just as adamant about the sort of criticism that's being offered when such hatred towards a particular group is taking place. And I'm about to show you a clip which was from Sky News, The Late Debate, which must have been last night, I suspect, where they are criticising Albanese for talking about multiculturalism when he went to the synagogue yesterday. And I cannot see for the life of me, and if there's anybody out there who watches this video who can see what they're trying to argue, then please let me know, because I'm confused about what this is really all about. So let me know what you think in the comment sections below, and please remember also to subscribe to my channel, ring the bell for notifications, that sort of stuff. I'm about to play the video for you, or the segment from Sky News anyway, in relation. It's only a couple of minutes, but I'll play it to let you know just like why are you arguing about multiculturalism because Albanese raises it while talking to the Jewish community, who are a part, I think, of this wonderful country of ours, which is based on different religions, different cultures, different beliefs, a whole host of things that make us special, different foods. Everything is different because we are so multicultural in nature. So for Albanese to speak about that is probably quite appropriate under the circumstances, and how we must develop some sort of understanding about how to deal with each other in this environment, in these very testing times, because we are so diverse. It seems appropriate to me. But this is what these clowns in particular are talking about, and this particular woman whose name I can never remember, I just find absolutely revolting, and she's a disgrace. So let's just have a look at it, and you let me know what you think.
That what Albanese had to say in part of his speech today indicates that he's getting it either. Get this, so he's there. He is finally at the synagogue, at the scene of the crime, at the scene of this terrorist attack. And he decides to tell people there, standing in the rubble of their place of worship, how wonderful multiculturalism is. Let's read this in The Australian. Amid chaotic scenes, Mr Albanese told community members Australia's multiculturalism and social cohesion had to be nurtured and protected. Quote,
well, I would argue, in fact, that talking about multiculturalism and social cohesion at a time when social cohesion is falling apart because clowns like you at Sky News are propagating hate, I would suggest is extremely appropriate.
He said it's one of the most wonderful things about this country is you can live in Australia and experience different cultures, different faiths, beliefs, and be enriched by which is why we have to cherish it, why we have to nurture it. I felt like this added insult to injury. Firstly, that Jewish community is far more gracious than I would have been. I don't know that I would have.
I don't look, I'm lost on this. I don't understand what this issue is really about. If you see something here that is different from what I'm seeing and experiencing, then I would please let me know.
Come, much less invited him to come. There's been plenty of Palestinian and other mosques, etc., say in Western Sydney, that just stopped inviting MPs to all of their important events because they were like, sod it, you're not supporting us. We don't want you showing up for your photo ops. Get on your bike, thanks very much.
This comes after the firebombing, but then after the firebombing, on Sunday, we had here in Sydney bunches of men out on the street chanting, "Oh Jews, the army of Muhammad will return." If that's what Anthony Albanese means by the enrichment of diversity, and incidentally, I looked through all the papers today trying to see, is there any follow-up on that? Police said they were investigating yesterday. There was no news on it today.
Again, these guys are determined to create further division in our community. Now, there might have been somebody sort of crying out to Allah. There might be some sort of Muslim people out there expressing their own version of their beliefs, and that's fine. But this is what Albanese is talking about. It's not just about the Jewish people having their beliefs. It's about Muslim people having theirs, Christians having theirs, Buddhists having theirs. Whatever that belief is, those people have that belief and are entitled to express it, providing it's not hate. And what I find really frustrating is that the divisiveness that people like Sky News and these clowns on Sky are expressing, picking the slightest little inconsequential statement that Albanese should make in order to divide the nation, is, I find, horrific. It is a disgrace, and it is something that all of us should challenge and say, okay, hold on. It's a bit like the stuff I've been doing on 16 Day of Activism around gender-based violence. It was, you know, if we stop calling it out, if we stop talking about the divisiveness, the hate speech, if we ignore it, then it will not go away. It will just propagate. It will just develop. It will just fester. It will get worse. So we need to fight against it. And this is my way of fighting against it, because I think places like Sky News, the Murdoch Press, and the people that sell this crap need to be challenged, because they are not doing us any favours whatsoever. So please subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, make some further comments below in relation to all of this. In the meantime, take care, look after yourselves, and be safe.